Caramon asked, sitting astride his horse and looking both up and down the stream. You're the expert on women, Raistlin retorted. All right, I made a mistake, Caramon grumbled. That doesn't help us. It'll be dark soon. And then we'll never find her trail. I haven't heard you come up with any helpful suggestions, he grumbled, glancing at his brother balefully. Can't you magic up something? I wouldn't have magicked up brains for you long ago. I would have magicked up brains for you long ago, if I could have. Raistlin snapped peevishly. Would you like me to do... What would you like me to do? Make her appear out of thin air? To my brother. Thin air. He thinks she's too big. Oh my god, I think she's so beautiful. I haven't really cared. Ow. That's true though. Our family, or my family, her family too, is gonna be like, who is this person? They're not good enough. What do you say? Make her appear out of thin air, or look for her in my crystal ball. I'm not doing crystal. No, I won't waste my strength. Besides, it's not necessary. Have you a map, or did you manage to think that far ahead? That made a lot of sense right there. Wow. I have a map, Caramon said grimly, drawing it out of his belt and handing it to his brother. You might as well water the horses. What's really cool about the map is his wife's name. His wife's name is Weaver. And that is a street by the Tri-Cities. And it's also a street by Highland and Amber Hills. So that's really magical. What was I saying? Oh. That's funny. I need to actually work out too. What I mean? Might as well water the horses. Wait. Carmen said, I have a map, Caramon said grimly, drawing it out of his belt and handing it to his brother. You might as well water the horses and let them rest, Raistlin said, sliding off his. Caramon dismounted as well. I apologize. Earlier today, I kept thinking, because of the last time I came across her, or the Warcraft game, she said, she called me Oxygen, but there was somebody else there. Hopefully she was just trying to make me jealous or something. But that totally made me paranoid. Like, do you want something open? I was thinking if she does, then if she actually knows about this and wants something open, that's really a turn off. Anyways, Caramon dismounted as well and led the horses to the stream. Led the horses to the stream while Raistlin studied the map. By the time Caramon had tethered the horses to a bush and returned to his brother, the sun was setting. That reminds me of that tapestry of the unicorn. And I was saying it was me, my dreams, because of being Unico and being tied to the tree is represented. What the heck is the thing? Oh, it's right here. Being tied to the tree has represented meeting our children in my dreams. And then, because I've been saving myself for that obvious reason. And by the time Caramon had tethered his horses to a bush and returned to his brother, the sun was setting. To a bush. What does that mean? Oh, warning, separating. Right, because I don't think that's even real. So B, warning, separating, and then measuring what's incoming, and then the letter H is tying the knot. So it's like saying, make sure you marry the right person. The sun was setting. So what does that mean? That means he's judging her for what she's done or what she's shared and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that, that's who she is. Because Amber is AM beheading, right? So it's actually saying that she isn't the person that he thinks that she is. All right. I look so much worse. Because I am trying to hide my location. Yeah. Okay. I've been handing out 600 flyers a day. It really takes a long time. It's like several hours, actually. But, it was really dumb. I should have made another website and have an ad for that website so people hit it, and then from the amount of views that it gets, I'll be able to just automatically sell it. So I could just, prove it to them. Because, like, for example, mine right now, it says that it's, like, worth, thousands and something or whatever. I mean, of course, it's worth a lot more than that. Because it's just going on the view count or whatever. But, but that's true. I should do that. I should make websites. That would be like really easy money. Hello.
So,
That's for you. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay. So, Raceland held the map nearly up to his nose, trying to read it in the dusk. That means he's worried about what the map says and he doesn't know her. Caramon heard him cough and saw him hunch down into his traveling cloak. You shouldn't be out in the night air. You shouldn't be trying to marry somebody you don't even know. True. But it were such romantic dreams. It's kind of because I had dreams of my ex-girlfriends after we met. So it's such a good sign that I'm having them before we met. You know what I mean? It seems like she'll be loyal to me. Especially after everything that's happened. I've really proven myself. Carmen said gruffly. Coughing again, Raceland gave him a bitter glance. Raceland gave him a bitter glance. I'll be all right. Shrugging, Caramon peered over his brother's shoulder at the map. Raceland pointed a slender finger at a small spot halfway up the mountainside. Halfway up the mountainside? Is it Via Del Rey? Get it? Because of Aereo Glen. There, he said. Why? Why would she go to some out-of-the-way place like that for? Well, I was thinking about, what would that call it? Castle Grayskull? Because of nothing. I don't want to explain it. I guess it's not safe to do it here. I have to do it on a meter. That'll be so beautiful for her. It's going to be such a wonderful, wow experience. The rest of her life, she'll be able to read this stuff and trip out. Very cool. It's no wonder. It's no wonder I had a dream of her kissing me with pigtails before reading these books when I was having a lucid dream, and because it means I want it all. And she was getting my messages because I realized the first dream I had of seeing her face, she was she was like clearly kissing me and her face was there, was letting me know that she did know who I was and all this other stuff more than I knew. Anyways, okay. So okay. There. So this is actually pointing out to Highland kind of right now. There, he said. Why? What would she go to some out-of-the-way place like that for? Caramon asked, frowning, puzzled. That doesn't make any sense. Because you still had seen her purpose. Because you still had not seen her purpose. I hate it when they have those mailboxes that aren't locked. Thankfully, most of them are. Like, actually, on the houses. It doesn't really matter inside my location, but you know. Because you have still seen her purpose, Raceland returned. Thoughtfully, he rolled up the map, his eyes staring into the fading light. A dark line appeared between his brows. I was trying to look like Tanis, half-elven. And I was gonna dress up more like him, but I decided it was too cold. So, I don't know, this doesn't really look like him. Oops, did I just go there? Yes. Because, okay, so hopefully he rolled up the map. So he's basically saying, my brother still needs to look more into everything. Of course, I mean, he's been busy. He works full time, has a family, kids and stuff, so. Raceland returned. Thoughtfully, he rolled up the map, his eyes staring into the fading light. Please don't do. Not our house. No. What the? Dog's excited now. She just realized. I understand. Just kidding. Not really. Oh, wait. What would you like me to do? Make her appear... Oh, wait, blah, blah, blah. Because you stopped... Okay. Thoughtfully, he rolled up the map, his eyes staring into the fading light. The sun is setting right now. It's kind of saying that I should stop penning these out. Because it's about to get dark. Maybe. That's really interesting. Where am I? A dark line appeared between his brows. I already read this part. A dark line between his brows? It means somebody looked at me and went, what is that stuff on his eye? That's funny. these beautiful women were not wearing makeup recently. I was probably supposed to stop wearing it. You know, dressing up like Thomas Hopper. Well, Caramon prompted skeptically. What is this great purpose you keep mentioning? What's the matter? She has placed herself in grave danger, Raceland said suddenly, his cool voice tinged with anger. Caramon stared at him in alarm. What? How do you know? Do you see? Of course I can't see. Great idiot. So he's telling him that, so that means because I haven't been in contact with her, he's worried that she's in danger because he hasn't seen her. Of course I can't see, you great idiot, Raceland snarled over his shoulder. Over his shoulder. As he waited, that means checking out my kids? Or checking out that they could never be there? What if they were never there? As he walked rapidly to his horse. So it's saying that I need to stop being scared. I think I used my brain. She is going to the village to establish the old religion. Village? That last represented growing up. Let's see. She is going there to tell them of the true gods. Name of the Abyss. That's meaning my website right now. Because of participating in making stuff. And see, the true goddess would be a lineup because there were arms behind her while the men were putting objects at her feet. So the gods might be that. That's kind of like, what echo would that be? The pearls of great price that they decided to help. Alright. So what is, where, why, what? Where am I? Sorry, this is why she's saying to stop doing that. Name of the Abyss. It's cursing because I'm recording. I totally lost my spot, maybe. Caramon swore, his eyes wide. Maybe he's gonna watch this. Maybe I should show them this. You're right, Race, he said, after a moment's thought. I've heard her talk about trying that now, I think of it. I never believed she was serious, though. Like in her stream? That's probably true. She probably did mention things like, after I shared things, she was, after I sent her email, she was sharing her stream some stuff, but I didn't get a place and contact her. somewhere. Okay. Sorry. Then seeing his... Wait, I never believed she was serious, though. Then seeing his brother... Yeah, why didn't she contact me? Then seeing his brother untying his horse and... I lost my phones that had her phone number on. The phone number she gave me on it. And preparing to mount, he hurried forward and laid his hand on his brother's bridle. Just a minute, Race. There's nothing we can do now. We'll have to wait until morning. He gestured into the mountains. You know as well as I do. Whoops. Sorry, that's gotta be annoying. I just don't want to fall. It seemed like it was asking me to wait till tomorrow to do this. Where was I? He gestured into the mountains. That means she's in love with me. You know as well as I do that we don't dare ride those wretched trails after dark. It's saying, actually, it also means how many people have left her. How many boyfriends has she had? And then, you know as well as I do that we don't dare ride those wretched trails after dark. So it's saying, don't analyze her too much. You don't know who it is. And then you get the mountain thing, right? Because there's a right it and there's a left it. We'd be taking a chance on the horses stumbling into a hole and breaking a leg. So I'm guessing they meant the left leg because that means saving myself. And then the hole is like people getting pissed off because they're like, I'm not a whore. And then to say nothing of what lives in these God-forsaken woods. What lives in these God-forsaken woods. Hi. I put something in your mailbox. Wait, I don't understand that part. To say nothing of what lives in these God-forsaken woods. That would mean... That's so weird. God-forsaken woods. That would mean the people for the letter Q that want the both of us and what they would do. So I guess it means they must be out there somewhere and wanting it. I have my staff for light. That's my website. Raceland said, motioning to his staff of Magius, snug in its leather carrier. That's what I'm doing right now. On the side of the saddle. Saddle on the side of the saddle. That's like saying sad. Is it working? He started to pull himself up, But a fit of coughing forced him to pause, clinging to the saddle, grasping for breath. That meant contacting people and asking for investment and help. And then suggesting I quit smoking. I have a record of... The only thing on my record is weed. But that might be how they remember me. The people that I contact. Some of them. And what was clinging to the saddle means I'm just forcing myself to do this right away, you know, because I just need to be doing something. Gasping for breath means I need to get married right now. I need to find somebody. I have to have enough money for hiring. Caramon waited until the spasm eased. That kind of means he's not going to want to talk to me until I'm not paranoid. Look, Grace, he said in milder tones, I'm just as worried about her as you are. But I think you're overreacting. Let's be sensible. It's not as if she were riding into a den of goblins. That's true, she hasn't been going to the bars. That magical light'll draw to us whatever's lurking out there in the night, like moths to a candle flame. That magical light'll draw to us whatever's lurking out there in the night, like moths to a candle flame. Does that mean they'll do whatever they'll say that she's somebody else? Or what does that mean? That magical light, I don't think so. That magical light will draw to us whatever's lurking out there in the night, like a moth to a candle flame. That's true. Anybody she showed would probably be like, holy shit. The horses are winded. The whores are getting married. Just kidding. I'm not a whore. But when people keep assuming that, because they're like, what are they doing? Twitch? Why is he trying to contact me on Twitch? Sorry. And then you're in no shape to go on. Because air is marriage, get it? You're in no shape to go on, much less fight if we have to. We'll make camp here for the night. You get some rest, and we'll start fresh in the morning. We'll make camp here for the night. You get some rest. And we'll start fresh in the morning. It's saying that I should it's saying that I should let her know, that I should contact her right now. But it's saying to get a place to live first, though, at the camp. Get a place and contact her. I guess I could just go to people's friend's house or something. Just a really long time. What the hell's going on? So antisocial. I've been working really hard. I just don't really have. I haven't been using Facebook, and I deleted my Facebook because I was worried about people hacking me and stuff. I just was tripping out because of the possibilities. Because of the one true king, just that name frightened me. It really messed me up. You know? So, where am I now? Oh, Raceland paused. His hands slipped to his side. He laid his forehead against the horse's flank as if too exhausted to move. "You're right, my brother," he said. Wait. It's saying stop. Going to the house for a moment. Sit down. Okay. It's over. It seemed as if he might... Oh, wait. He paused, his hands on his saddle, staring at his brother. I haven't been presentable, I guess. It seemed as if he might argue. I've been mad. I've been wanting to... I've been mad. Because I've been like, what the hell? Why doesn't somebody just come across my stuff and then help me more, you know? Then a coughing fit seized him. A coughing fit seized him. It means running out of money. His hand slipped to his side. He laid his forehead against the horse's flank as if too exhausted to move. I'll tell you what that, I think that is. You were right, my brother. He was telling me to be careful about doing something to be more careful about something. You were right, my brother, he said when he could speak. Startled at this unusual display of weakness, Caramon almost went to help his twin. But checked himself in time. A show of concern... So he doesn't have time. Yeah, I need to find somebody that has time. A show of concern would only bring a bitter rebuke, acting as if nothing were at all amiss. He began untying his brother's bedroll, chatting along, not really thinking about what he was saying. I'll spread this out, and you rest. The problem that I actually have right now is that it doesn't allow me to friend people on Facebook. It says that I have to know their friends more. So it's like, so I'm like, okay, I'll just go back and do it later. I just have to keep, adding people, and then when we have enough mutual friends, I'll see them again. But it does this like every time I try to use it. Everywhere. Very frustrating. So I guess I could spam a message on their wall or something with everybody that I come across. That might be better. Startled at this unusual display of weakness, Caramon almost went to help his twin. Blah, 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 blah. I already read that part. Acting as if nothing were at all amiss, he began untying his brother's bedroll. I want to lay down. Chatting along. My back hurts. Not really thinking about what he was saying. I'll spread this out, and you rest. We can probably risk a small fire. That's funny. I wish I could explain what I think that means. And you can heat up that potion of yours to help your cough. If you're Palm B right now, take a note to ask me what what it means later. And you can heat up that potion of yours to help your cough. That's so true. I really want something. I'll get some meat here and a few vegetables garlic through together for me. Caramon prattled on. I'm really far away, not even realizing what he was saying. I'll fix up a stew. It'll be just like the old days. By the gods, he paused a moment, grinning. Even though we never knew where our next steel piece was coming from, we still ate well in those days. Do you remember? Yes, true. There's really no excuse. There was a spice you had. True. You toss it in the pot. What was it? He gazed off into the distance. That was a long time ago. As though he could part the mists of time with his eyes. That's very true, though. Do you remember the one I'm talking about? You use it in your spell casting. Because I could just go to get some food right now. Do you remember the one I'm talking about? You use it in your spell casting. That's true. That's my guitar. That would be a deep spell cover song. But it made damn good stews too. That's true. I'm too scared to spend my money right now. I haven't been eating enough. The name, it was like ours. Marjorie. Ha. Caramon laughed. Because it said ha, it's like, you getting married? And he's laughing. Costs a lot of money. I'll never forget the time that old master of yours caught us cooking with his spell components. Wait, what? I'll never forget the time that old master of yours caught us cooking with his spell components. I thought he'd turn himself inside out. It's saying my parents were bad too. Sighing, Caramon went back to work, tugging at the knots. Not bad, but that's also making when we made music together. We used to make music together. Sighing, Caramon went back to work, tugging at the knots. You know, Raced, he said softly after a moment, I've eaten wondrous food in wondrous places since then. Palaces and elf woods and all. palaces and elf woods and all. Palaces. What would that be? Oh. Maybe pals, friends. Elf woods. Be Mormons. I don't really know any Mormons here, though. That's not really true. They're everywhere. But elves are in Utah. But nothing could quite match that. I'd like to try it again to see if it was like I remember it. It'd be like old times. Saying that my brother would want to make music again. Probably. Probably inspire him when he comes across me. There was a soft rustle of cloth. Caramon stopped, aware that his brother had turned his black, hooded head. It's warning me that it's had a bad influence and made him regret being married, and was regarding him intently. Swallowing, Caramon kept his eyes fixed on the knots he was trying to untie. Because he's tied the knot. He hadn't meant to make himself vulnerable, and now he waited grimly for Raislin's rebuke, the sarcastic gibe. There was another soft rustle of cloth, and then Caramon felt something soft pressed into his hands. A tiny bag. Oh. That means that other people that come across me do the same thing. Marjoram. Raislin said in a soft whisper. What is that? Mother, petting, judging, or judging a person that is going that direction in the AM, that headed in the AM, or cares about moving. Raislin said in a soft whisper, the name of the spice is marjoram. It means it doesn't exactly make her want to become a mother. That was really funny. You know, this one right here was a really good one. I might as well share this one on my website. That was amazing. That's really funny, though. So if you start back at the beginning, it does this the entire time. It's really weird. You just use addition. It's really cool. I can't imagine how it would possibly not work with anybody else. If you just... because I'm using math. And I'm just coming up with... But the thing is I'm from Utah, and I actually know their home, the authors. And, you know, people, like, when they came up with their ideas and stuff, they had to come up with what was familiar. So it's like, it's different, you know. But it's really inspired me to write and try to give other people the same experience. I have been actually finding them. It's so weird. Wow. My my first book. It's so cool. I love my stories. They're seriously good. But I kind of ditched it, but I need to go back and do it. Oh my gosh, I seriously am only getting started. I've got so many more things of these to hand out. I've got like 1,000 of them right now. But anyways, I think I'll put this on my website. This. How do I open this thing? What the hell? Who would get a mailbox like this? Oh, that's crazy. If you don't mind, would you like stuff? Okay. Anyways, okay. So I will share this and see you tomorrow night.